mixture of a little bit of everything here. Damage, and this time, it's nice to see that Kazakhstan, they're not pushing their advantage so much. Oh, look at that!
That's gonna be first blood. He used his retribution early on, and Indonesia was keeping track of that, so now Joe will easily steal this orange buff away. There's nothing that Tastic could do. He gets vision, he calls Risk 40 in, but this Harif doesn't want to participate, so orange buff is gone, only forced to flicker.
First, and then talk about fighting the Fanny.
Not only that, they actually have the means to bring people down for the critical hits to come through, but it's just that they need to execute it. And Open gets executed in the middle lane. He's not hitting 4 anytime soon. In that 1v1 against Risk 42. Tastic close to level 4. The Tsunami Slam is now online, but they don't have the damage profile to do it, and Tastic gets a chance to even use that. Killing spree for Joe.
Yeah, right now, again, Indonesia starting off 3 minutes with 1,700 gold lead. For Kazakhstan, they don't have the best wave clear without Leomore. Leomore really helps out a lot. And look at that. Oh my goodness, Joe, calm down. A 5-man final slash.
Oh,
into 5-man get hit by Barbil, and then Workdesk gets a Savage.
Yes. That would be the best case scenario, but we're pretty far away from that. They lose Oven again. Aran wants to get up from this, trying to queue back up. Oh, Aran! He still survives! Winnie saves him, but Aran eventually goes down after way longer than he should have.
Yodo having 5-0-0. Tastic has to catch him, man.
Wow. I mean, great Purify from Iesf to not get hit by the final slash. So Joe, he's not making it easy. He gets knocked up though by the Tidal Slam. Oh, what a great catch. That's the shutdown that they need. But Kabuki is in the fight, and Indonesia is ready to brawl it out. Aran on the chase. Falls back slightly. They find a taunt. Witty helping them keep maybe Agop in place as Aran continues to go to work mid lane. Tastic in a 1v1 against Kabuki. Doesn't really win that out, sadly. And also, Tastic ends up going down. Baby Agop had to flicker to safety. Indonesia still comes out on top.
Well, this is good. Look at that. Kabuki did not thought a wild Leomorn will be waiting there. Speaking of which, has to get away here. And he will not. Shut down for Ezekiel.
Did he not see Witty walking up? It's a pretty weird interaction, but you know, the later the game goes, the harder it is for Indonesia.
Fight,
to do much. They take out Joe. That's great. It's maybe Agop that finds the kill. But it's control over the objective for a little bit, but Turtle doesn't spawn for another minute. Indonesia gladly will take this final slash kill, but maybe Agop. The taunt from Witty will connect into a better airstrike AOG. He's just bounce house. And sadly, Tastic is a bit too late. They get a bottom tier 1, but at the cost of their Arlet.
Yeah, I feel like they'll take that trade any time because the Arlet honestly is causing a bit of problem here for...
Sets things up. He has to be the one that sets things up. Maybe expect a flicker at some point. Then they solo kill Kabuki.
Jira up against Leomorn. He does actually deal quite a lot of damage, and now Ezekiel getting hit by Ovlin. Speaking of which, if we move the camera a bit, yeah, there you go. You see the Fed airstrike used, and no one gets caught.
Joe comes in, gets dragged away, but the Tsunami Slam and still jumps on the Jovin. Sadly, the distance gain wasn't enough. Going to Joe, the stun. Whoa, the final slash, baby Agop! Almost making magic happen.
If it weren't for the Revitalize.
Lost both teams, and we are only looking at a 1k net worth differential. Kazakhstan definitely having a way better game. That it is Flicker into a final slash. Kabuki has to use a Purify. A ton of baby Agop. He jumps away, gets hit by Aran into a better airstrike. He is down, and they also lost Europe Death as Joe solo kills him bottom.
Yeah, I feel like he already got a Purify. He should have just waited for a little bit. But
it's pretty hard to contest him, and baby Agop can only hope and try to hold this turret. The taunt from Witty, not doing enough. Baby Agop goes forward. Feather airstrike is dead on the final slash. And he gained that distance. Final part from the Feather airstrike takes him out.
Hey, at least you can say it took 4 people to take me down. And 4 of them, frankly, have to use everything. The items to see what does he have at this point. I'm thinking War Axe. I don't know if he goes for the BOD though.
Wow, that actually hurts. That's 2 salvos of Feather airstrike, and Ovim is down to less than 50. Tsunami Slam with the grab back, but that's Witty you're grabbing. No way Witty goes down. They call him Barbell. Jiro Dash ready to fight. Final slash. Witty under the tower, but easily gets away. Aran jumps in. He also disengages with the flicker. Witty gets jumped back on again and gets a 2-man pullback from Aran. And Kazakhstan not able to find anyone.
Difficulty unless Baby Agop gets a clutch final slash.
He has some good like flicker final slashes, but it's not enough as Jiro Dash is going to end up going down to Iesf. Joe is in the fight looking for some individual plays. really find it so far, but Indonesia.
If you defend well, it's not good enough. You have to win a fight. You have to get someone from Indonesia here.
WD finds a taunt. Good brilliance Oven to survive the knockup. They grab Witty back, and that's the Tsunami Slam. Witty goes down. Start charges into the bottom inhibitor turret. Kazakhstan will have to deal with it. They get the stun to Aran, but Aran should be able to get out, not a problem. As Joe tries to go on Tastic. That's going to be a win to Crown. Tastic will survive it. Not that Joe fully committed. Lord will be eventually taken care of.
Better than nothing, considering the fact that Witty was able to take a lot of ults coming in from Kazakhstan. Oh, hold on.
Maybe Agov is going to go down. They cancel the Fed airstrike, but Iesf flies away. Aran tries to go for chase, and Kabuki will finish the job, and now Aran's going to be in the front line. Zaman Frost is out as they blow up Kabuki. What a flank from Tastic and Jirub Des, and that's 2 bodies down for Indonesia. Kazakhstan are still in it.
Now, in a final slash,
Yep.
I feel like one step of Barbil can get a kill.
Oh, they found the jungler. That is the most prized target. Jirub Des down. There's going to be a free Lord. So I would say it's pretty weird that he was hiding in that bush.
That was a roamer positioning. That was not a jungler positioning.
He thought it.
Look at this. They are just waiting in the bush, and they found Kalia.
Small price to pay. Immortality is going to be expended, though. That's something that... What's cooking?
They don't know. Shh.
Get something. Oh, Kabuki! Oh, Kabuki! Oh, Kabuki is gone!
And even forcing out a flicker from Iran, I was worried a little bit because it looks like Kazakhstan has to manage that well to make sure that there's no shenanigans coming in from Indonesia, because a backdoor is possible. So look at this, already crawling in Barbil just to push them away, but that's going to go down soon. Indonesia's just waiting it out.
Yeah, no Barbil means you got to reset the Lord, but they might not get the chance if they lost go death. Tastic goes in, but he's also slow on the trigger. He might go down. Aran Darkwave flicker forward. Purify does get used by Riz, but this Aran is so hard to take down. Grubdes needs some help from his teammate, and maybe Riz will come through. Witty ends up going down, but Kabuki has the entropy. Grubdes, Immortality comes out. Riz ends up falling. Grubdes could not survive. Kabuki saves the ship, and Indonesia will be the one that claims this victory as Iesf clears out the bottom wave. All members of Team Kazakhstan eliminated from the fight, and Indonesia, after a 22.5-minute slugfest, will take this best of 3 in